All right, so I'll do a quick intro real quick. So I'm here with Cemar. He is one of the biggest personalities in Heroes versus Horde Discord and one of the biggest personalities in the game. I've been talking with him for about a month and a half in the background, trying to schedule this interview, and it's finally happening. So I'm excited to have you on board. Welcome, Cemar, to HvH Lounge.
Well, I'm very much happy to be here, and I'm glad you fine-tuned my name pronunciation. It's not Cemar, it is Samar. Thank you for that.
Yep. Well, that's my New Jersey accent, I guess, coming through. Is I don't, and I also am like really bad with English. Names are not my specialty for sure.
Well, we have that in common. I don't talk very well myself.
None. No, man. I heard your recording when you told me how to pronounce your name, and you have a voice made for radio, dude. Like it's fantastic.
Good, because I certainly don't have a face other than for radio.
Well, I'm honestly looking right now at a picture of one of your AI raccoons.
Well, I prefer to use Rocket, but whatever makes you comfortable works for me.
Okay. So the reason why we've had such a hard time scheduling this is because our schedules misalign. Where I have like kids that keep me up at certain parts of the day, and then you have the strangest sleep cycle I've heard of. Can you tell me how you've landed on that in your old age and retirement?
Honestly, I don't know. I just start the day off, and as the day goes by, time flies by, and I look up because I literally start my stopwatch. I'm recording my time right now. I've been up 7 hours and 21 minutes, but I get interacting on Discord, playing various games, maybe watch a few shows on television. Next thing I know, I've been up 24 hours, and then things keep progressing. I've been up 30 hours, and yesterday I do believe I was up close to 38 hours.
That's
I
that's
finally fell asleep after watching your live stream, and I slept for 13 hours. My sleep schedule's crazy.
that
I
is
can sleep
crazy.
anywhere from 12 to 18 hours, man. I love my sleep.
That is truly unique. I have not heard anyone keep that sleep schedule.
I'm not normal, man.
So you're retired now, right? So
Oh,
you can
yeah.
just do whatever you want. So where do do you feel comfortable telling me where in the country you live, or you don't have to?
Oh, yeah. I have no problem saying where I live. I dare you why they try to find me anyway. I live in a little town called Mount Airy, North Carolina. The
Oh,
town was basically the foundation of the Andy Griffith Show. So I basically live in Mayberry.
yeah.
The whole show was based around the town of Mount Airy. You Google Mount Airy, you're going to get a lot of Andy Griffith stuff.
Oh, I didn't know
And
that.
they're also where the Siamese twins lived for a long time. Also, the birthplace of Donna Fargo.
Yeah. No, I lived in Durham for 7 years. And what brought you there? Did you grow up in North
That's
Carolina?
where I've lived. That's where I've born and lived here all my life.
Do you have a are you married? Were you ever married? Do you have any kids, anything like that?
I was never married, but I had a long-term relationship, and unfortunately, she's passed away about 2 years ago.
Oh,
But
sorry.
we had, yeah, well, thank you. We had a daughter named Sheena. She's 35 and teaches fourth grade elementary school, and a granddaughter named Chloe is 12 years old.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. That's great.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the when my kids are 12 years old. This 5 and 9-year-old, they're a handful. You've seen them run around in the live streams.
Yeah, enjoy puberty, my bud.
Yeah, I didn't think of that. And the sass. I've seen hints of the sass that are coming for me.
Well, anyway, I love Teddy. Teddy, if you ever see this, you my man. You're awesome.
So what got you into the raccoon thing?
That was a complete accident and it manifested over time. I simply like Rocket from Guardians of the Galaxy. I thought it would be a cool profile picture.
Okay.
So I put it up there. And the next thing I know, there were gifts sent to me all the time with various raccoon action going on. And then it went from there to memes and eventually AI creations. So it was basically the people created this image. So I decided to embrace it and enjoy it. Why not?
For sure. Do you have a favorite image that comes to mind from all the crazy ones that you've posted over the last year or so?
Oh, I think some of my favorites just deal with some of the in game play. The one where I think I posted one of a raccoon in a coffin saying HvH got the best of me was a kind of a funny one.
What are you working towards now? So like I saw you have like you have like an awesome set of heroes. A lot of them are maxed out. I'm jealous of all the 5 stars you got. So what keeps you motivated to keep playing? I think you're like over 900 days in, which is awesome.
I think it's 959 at this point.
Yeah, you're one of the OGs of this game. Like you got on early and you haven't left.
Honestly, right now, I started off with an agenda. My first goal was I want to be the first person to reach the gold cap of 100 billion gold. So that's all I focused on, not key farming. I did not play the game in the right way. No key farming, gold, gold, gold. I was able to manage that and was the first to reach the gold cap, far as I know.
Okay.
After that, 1,000 talents accomplished. After that, full heroic gear accomplished. After that, complete all of bestiary accomplished.
Oh wow.
Now, I guess just getting all of my heroes to 5 stars and a minimum of level 160, but that's going to take time because I can't keep up with the amount of heroes that are released, let alone get them all. But the ones I have and the ones I'm able to get, I'll try to build them up over time to level 160. And other than that, working on collecting orbs and dust to increase my jewel levels. And it would be nice to one day accomplish 12 in all categories, but I don't know if I have that much life left in me.
That would be an accomplishment. I don't have anything. I think I have 110. So you mentioned that you were the first one to a billion or to 100 billion coins. Are there anything in the game that either you created or that's like named after you or that like you were the first one to do?
Al, I'm the one who originally came up with the idea for guild tags in Discord. And God, that
That's one.
was doing it for fun, but it caught on. I mean, I got screenshots of the day I came up with that little idea. Just if anybody ever called me out, said, well, here it is. I got proof. And then a long time ago, I'd say way before any events were occurring, I did a little thing on Ocean Abyss where you can sit there and just kill the little minions without killing the boss. And I sit there with Blade Master for 4 straight days, not moving. And I ended up, I think, well, I'll have to look that up. I had a crazy amount. Let's see. It was 1,338,319 enemies killed in a run.
Nice. That's got to be a record. What's that be?
Do anything for you, you get a trophy. Wee yippee doodle. That was just some of my crazy stuff I messed around with.
That's awesome. No, that's a unique one. I didn't realize you did. You told me about that strategy a couple months ago. I didn't realize you did it for that long. It's
Wow.
crazy. That's
I
dedication.
can't believe I did it either. But once I got started, I kept going. I woke up one night where I couldn't sleep, and I said, I'm not messing. I'll let it go. I played some phone games and went back to sleep. Got up the next day, it was still going, and I let it go. And next thing I know, I'd been letting it go for 4 days. Anyway, that'll never happen again.
Yeah.
I guess the other accomplishment was that god awful Christmas tree. Jeez. A solid month of fighting to water that thing during December was pure murder. Think that was ended up watering 2,381 times during the month of December. I'll never forgive Lena for that one. She owes me a month of my life.
I missed it. What was it in Discord? Was it in Discord?
It was a Discord. She's put the doggone thing back up there now. If you look through there, you can find it. You water a Christmas tree, and then you have to wait until somebody else waters it, and then you keep fighting other people to water it next. And that went on for a solid month. And right now, you water it, it takes 9 minutes for it to refresh. Then someone else can water it. And then after that, if you want to water it again, you can, but you can't you can't do it over and
Sure.
over and over again. And that went on, and I got a free hero of my choice, Cloud Hoof, and I forgot how many gems. But it started off, I thought, oh, well, this will be fun to do for a couple of weeks. And then she announced it would be the entire month. And I've gotten so far into it by that time, I wasn't going to stop. I was like, fine, we'll just see this through, but I'll never do it again. I'll water it, but but I'll never sit there. I mean, I had my stopwatch going, time it down to the second when I knew the timer was going to run out, and try to beat the next person. And it was a battle between 3 or 4 of us at the time.
But you won? Did you win the battle?
Well, I got first place, but I mean, everybody I got top 3 or maybe 1, 2, 3. We all got about the same reward. I think I got a little bit more, gems for being first place, but everybody got their rewards for it. Honestly, I can't believe people got them into it.
Yeah, I missed that one. Just talking a late game. So how did you end up in Ultima? Like I looked at your profile. You sent me your Forge and your heroes. You have obviously one of the strongest late game profiles in the game. But why Ultima?
Well, actually, I was approached and recruited by Happy, aka Cheater Cleaner, and he wished to recruit me. And in any game I've ever played, if I have the opportunity to be a member of the #1 guild, I've always strived to do that.
Even if the #1 guild is the meanest guild in all of the guilds? Because you seem like basically my thought is you seem like you're too nice of a guy to be with those some of the other Ultima crew.
I'm just me, and I was happy to be a part of the guild. Like I said, everyone has their own opinion about the members of the guild, but I just tend to mind my own business and let other people do what they want to do, and I don't like the fact that this been, regarded as a guild of mean people, but I've always seemed to get along with them.
I'm just giving you a hard time. I mean, when you're #1, it's always it's easier to punch up than it is to punch down, right? It's fun to pick on you guys because you're good.
Well, I mean, when I joined, but first, what I was called, I mean, when they tried to recruit me, we were clearly #1 at the time. But now, as times pass, it's got bottlenecked, especially when new nightmare mode versions come out and certain people in the guild only have access to iOS, which delays the progress
Sure.
to keep us on top. So from time to time, we're going to get bumped down from that list. But eventually, at the end of the day, when all is said and done, we always seem to remain on top.
Yeah. No, you guys are good. And I appreciate the rivalry, honestly. So it's a lot of fun. I make fun because it's fun. Nothing actually personally against you guys. So, but it's fun to have a heel, like every good guy needs a villain. So I have Necromancer and Ultima.
That's cool. Does not affect my way of life one way or the other.
Yeah.
I'll just be public relations raccoon for the guild, I guess.
So what you said you played some other games. What other games have you played?
Oh my goodness. Now, recently I have a lot of side games, but before I actually started getting into mobile games, I played a game, I'd say from 1999, 2000 till about 2009 called Ultima Online.
Mm-hmm.
That was my very first experience with an MMORPG game. And that game, I loved it. I fell in love with it. Didn't know what I was doing. Didn't even know how to speak internet. I did not know what LOL meant or any of the colons, parentheses, smileys. I thought people were talking to some kind of secret code. But I adjusted, I learned, I grew, and I enjoyed it. And from there, I moved on to mobile gaming.
So you've been playing mostly mobile games the last decade or so?
I would say it's been around 8 years. Started playing a little online poker. Fake money, people. Fake. And I'd like to give my friends at Earth Poker a shout out. ERTH Poker. Knock that out of the way. And
How much are they paying you for that one?
0.
Nice.
But before I started, I played a game called Warriors of Waterdeep for 3 or 4 years before that game eventually ended. And then I was searching around for new games to play, and I stumbled across Survivor.io,
Sure.
played that for a while. And then, lo and behold, I saw an ad for Heroes versus Hordes. And I'm like, well, this looks quite familiar to this game. And at the time, they had no guild system in place in Survivor, no direct access in game to Discord. So I went ahead and gave it a try. And of course, the first thing that caught my attention was $20 permanent ad removal. I like that word permanent. So that was a plus. They had a guild system in place, which was also a bonus, and access to Discord through the game. which I use basically to lurk and listen for advice. I never spoke on there for the first 6 months that I played the game because I was absolutely terrified. I didn't know what to say or what to ask, so I just listened. I mean, I've known people on here for 3 years. I almost consider a lot of them family. Always enjoy talking to some of the developers like Freywood. I absolutely adore Lena. Hey, Lena! Oh, I've heard of death.
Yeah. I had the same route to the game too. So I was playing like TFT pretty intensely and competitively, and I needed a break. I was playing like way too much of that, so I was trying to look for something light, and I ended up on Vampire Survivor.
I played that a little while.
Yeah, but that one I beat relatively quickly, and so I was like, all right, is there another kind of survivor game out there? And that's how I ended up on Heroes for Swords. And it took me 6 months also to get into the Discord. And that's a big thing. Like you make a good point. Like guild and the Discord, the community here is what makes it so much more fun. I enjoyed raiding in World of Warcraft for a long time. But yeah, it's the community that I missed, I realized. And having that in the guild system and in the Discord is awesome. And I'd say doing the live streams recently, that's been so much fun. I mean, there's like 20 to 40 people online at the same time, which to me is nuts. Like I was hoping for 5 or like literally just anybody to show up. But having like a small community of people that like show up each week is really fun. And then nothing else just to like do Discord in real time. So
Yeah, I enjoyed watching that. I was up and well, maybe I know he does one at around 11 a.m. on Thursdays, and I'll go check it out and see what's happening.
yeah, appreciate it, man. It's fun. It's fun to get the comments.
Well, that was my first experience of live stream, so I guess you could say you stole my virginity.
I will proudly say that about your live stream.
I'm just being goofy.
Yeah. And so how did you become a whale in Heroes versus Hordes? Like what was the mentality and like why do you enjoy about being like one of the best in this game and like what goes along with that?
Well, I still don't consider myself a whale. At the time, I just had money that I could spend, and my eagerness, I tend to spend a little more than I should have. But in the long run, it paid off. I mean, it's mainly buying gym packages, to keep my gym count up. And then other things came along like faction wars. And I'm like, wow, if I can get diamond passes and all of those, that would be nice. And of course, early on, I splurged my $50 on legendary pass and diamond pass for adventure just so I could get the hero quick, and feel like I was somebody.
Well, you are somebody, man.
I don't know about
You are well known.
Well, I'm amazed because honestly, I just like to get on there and goof around and have some fun. I try to answer a question once in a while, but then people make the mistake of asking me another question. Don't do that. If I answer one, be happy. I'll never consider myself an expert on this game. I rely on others' advice to help me along. Thus is the reason I watch your videos.
Appreciate it. Thanks. Yeah. And are you interested in like trying to like maximize your boss brawl score or like push levels in DT? Or do you take like just like, it seems like you take the more laid back, just like making more of a farm game kind of thing?
Brother, let me tell you, I hate boss brawl. You love it. I gotta get it done, over with. I've watched your videos. I've tried to follow the advice, and I'm just like, no, I'm not going to make anything significant unless I do revive rage by spending gems. And I am not willing to do that. So I do the best I can with what I have. Move on. Sorry, just not boss brawl. That's for everybody else.
Fair.
Dragon Tower, early on, I tried to push levels. And then later on, I decided to go back and just knock out some of the easier levels, kind of alternate. One push, one easy level. And coincidentally, they just happened to come out with a new hero and weapon for Dragon's Tower one time just before I spent all my Dragon Tower tokens. And I was disappointed in that because I had to start all the way from scratch to build my way back up to get those.
Yeah, I did the exact same thing, and literally yesterday, I finally got to 15,000 to get Bulwark. I think about 15,000 the day before, and I spent them all on bunny tokens and like skill books. Bulwark is awesome. That weapon is really really cool.
I'll probably spend time upgrading Bavarian first. I'd like to get him to level 140 so I can start using him for orb and dust farming. Currently, I'm just using pumpkin shade, but eventually I will get the hero and weapon. Of course, I'm going to push for that.
Yep. Oh, what is your favorite hero?
Well, that's a difficult question because early on, like I said, with my quest for gold, Leprechaun was my man. That's all I played, all I used on everything. So I have a partial love of him. But I think I I really like Rare Beast, honestly, because the way he heals and he's so awesome in Dragon Tower. I mean, he's my cleanup guy usually. I mean, I'll switch between Astral Mage and Shield Warden, but if all else fails, I will go straight to Rare Beast and use him.
Yeah, he's a great hero. Both the thematics and his skill set is awesome. He's a lot of fun to play. When I first started trying to do YouTube videos, the pushback I got from Bunny and Mosin was like, oh my God. I was trying to build some level of credibility. And I guess what would happen was I would speak in relative absolutes. Like, I think this is the only, or like this is the best. And like I think what happened was that their mentality towards that, like the definitive way of speaking, got me so much like pushback and bullshit early on. And I realized with Bunny that it's all fun. So like I look forward to Bunny's criticisms because like it's
Bunny is unique. I love him to death. He's drive me crazy sometimes, but he's A-okay in my book.
yeah, me too. Like I appreciate that. I appreciate the troll. And it was kind of like it stunk at the beginning because like I'm trying to build some level of like audience or credibility, and to have like the most famous person in the game just shitting on everybody is like not great. But it's an acquired taste.
It takes time to establish yourself. It took me a while. I still don't consider, I will never consider myself that great of a player, but you just got to take your time and work your way in, and eventually things will work out in the long run.
the grind event. That's the one thing. Um,
Love grinding events.
it,
Yes.
you sent me a screenshot of 38,000 feathers.
Yes.
That's
I
amazing.
went all out. I was so happy to see it back again. I did not care. I already had Void Raven, so I wasn't pushing for the hero. The fact that I was able to do my favorite event again, I went full out ballistic. Spent every single gem refill every single day that I had the opportunity to. And once that was all gone, I would wait until it was replenished and continued. If I had my way, I'd have been able to get 40,000. But as you know, with my weird sleeping habits, I missed out on a few hours. I
Uh,
love grinding events. Love them.
Is that the biggest number of feathers you can get? I guess, right?
No, I'm sure I could have got more.
Yeah,
I mean, you could buy your feathers, but I'm not paying money. I mean, the whole fun of the grind is doing the grind.
that's true.
That's the whole purpose behind the name of it. I don't buy feathers.
Yeah,
I want feathers that bad, I'll pluck a chicken. Amazed we've spent nearly 35 minutes chatting as it is.
I told you, man. It's easy. It's just shooting this shit and having fun.
Then why am I sweating so much? Ah,
Well, no one can see you sweat, bud. So you're good
I
to
mean,
go.
I never thought in a million years I'd be doing an interview. I mean, like, this is totally awesome, man. So awesome. Had to sneak in some weird voice.
Yeah,
Compelled.
yeah.
Anyway,
No,
it has been fun.
I appreciate it, man. All right. Well, I appreciate you coming on, Samar.
Hey, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, dude.
Do I get to say the famous words?
Sure. Go for it, man.
Remember, always do your adventures. Had to get that in. I wanted to say that. I said, I've got to say that one time.
You got it, man.